Welcome to Doncaster. Welcome to the Dome. Giants Live, the world's strongest man qualifying tour, rumbles into town. Some of the strongest men in the world battling for places at the world's strongest man final. What a packed out stadium in excitement for these giants.
Hey guys, we want you to rip the roof off this place and give these guys a lift before they lift for you.
This is one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed.
You looked unbelievable.
So many great British faces.
Somebody's thinking physique when they're in the gym. See more body fat on the teeth.
Returning faces too. And indeed, foreign athletes who have been invited to this British Open. And the top three qualify for the World's Strongest Man contest. Cuba's Freddy Gonzalez is here. Johnny Kelly, the All-Irish champion. Mark Jeans, newly crowned Welsh champion. Rob Frampton, he's been around so long now. Never won the British title though. Luke, the Highland Oak Stoltman. Scottish hopes ride with Scotland's strongest man. Adam Bishop, the former professional rugby player turned coach. As Harlequins team members are watching. Darren Sadler, dazzling Darren Sadler. Yes, the return of the pocket rocket. And how about this man? A miracle, 49 years old. Mark Felix still hasn't won the British title though. The great Lawrence Charley, 2 times British champion, back and on form. Another former British champion, Big Terry Hollins, 180 kilograms of muscle. And the beast, Eddie Hall. My goodness, this is why we have the sellouts. Love him or hate him, the beast is back.
With the champion's attitude. Pick it up and go. Mind over matter. Here we go.
Just exactly who is the beast. We met up with him before the contest.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago, I was sitting around the 155, 160 margin when I first won Britain's Strongest Man. And my fitness was pretty good then, but, you know, I've put a best part 20 kilos on. I'm a lot stronger, which in my eyes, I don't have to use as much fitness to do as many reps. So perhaps a little bit less fitter, but, you know, don't really need the fitness when you're that strong. This year, we've got 4 top athletes, all in top health. Lawrence.
There's a look of determination.
Terry.
There's some giants now.
Felix. The great guys. There's every chance they could title the title from me. So, you know, I'm going all out today. No mistakes. All out. And it's mine.
Eddie and myself both have 2 Britain's Strongest Man titles. I got mine in 2012 and 2013. Obviously, the last 2 years, Eddie's dominated. To be honest, in the UK, he's you know, really improved. Myself and Terry have kind of struggled a bit with injuries, and Terry looked at retiring. I thought about it as well. So he's kind of really dominated. But this year, you got probably 3 or 4 even of the best British guys ever competing in one competition. So it's going to be quite exciting.
The one event I'm slightly worried about would be the car walk. I feel as though that's probably the only event I could probably lose a lot of points on, just by sheer mistakes. You know, if you trip up and drop it, there's potentially 3 or 4 guys that can overtake you on time. Bit of a risky one, but all the other events are pretty standard. You know, you stood in one spot, you're lifting, you're holding. You know, so those events are a no-brainer really.
We look at Ed and you see some of the biggest deadlift ever done. He's got probably the strongest shoulders in strongman competitions. I mean, in terms of just brute strength, he's probably as good, if not better, than anyone.
Obviously, won it the last 2 years. I've come in today absolutely perfect, you know, and the lead up to this last month has been phenomenal. The training's been good, the diet's been good, and my fitness is up. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'm 181 kilos, feel fit as ever, so, you know, I can't see any reason why I shouldn't be walking away with a win today.
Time for talking's over. Let the action begin. Right, the first event of Britain's Strongest Man, that classic British event, the Viking Press. This, 155 kilos, over 330 pounds, about the weight of Lawrence Charlet in your hands. You have to lift it up, press it to arm's length, lock your elbows out, and do it for as many repetitions as possible. A good amount, maybe 7 or 8. This should certainly suit the beast with his strong shoulders. Are we ready? All right, let's get started. Are the athletes ready? That's the question. The newly crowned Welsh champion, 4 reps on the Viking Press to start off. And it was the turn of Jonathan Kelly, who hit 6. He was leading until Frampton hit 8. Bishop matched that. And then Darren Sadler, double figures. So we join the action. Freddy Gonzalez of Cuba, first man up. He lives in Spain, a European powerlifting and arm wrestling champion.
Athlete ready!
Stacks of upper body power, or should do anyway. 10 reps to beat. Oof. Not using his legs at all, and that isn't particularly advisable. It's only so strong your shoulders can be, and 2 reps for the Cuban. I think his wrist wrap came off, but no excuses really. He'll be disappointed with that. Big time nerves, I'm guessing. This is a huge international contest, and with the likes of Mark Felix, that just shows you the quality. 10 times he's been to the World's Strongest Man finals. Only 50 years old. Now, if he has one Achilles heel, it's his pressing power, Felix. Looks like someone really has been doing their homework. Wearing his warrior's kilt. Up goes number 7. That's tremendous. Oof. Just came shy of Bishop's 8. But he's beaten enough guys to get some decent points there. And of course we know, in the deadlift and events like the Stones, he is tremendous. Lawrence Charlet up next. Big Loz from Swindon. Won Britain's Strongest Man 2012 and 2013. Yep. He once had the British log record. Until Eddie Hall came along, he really was the main man. Trying to get back on form. A good start here. Over 10 reps is what he's looking for. He snapped his tricep about a year ago, had some surgery, but he's managed to match Sadler's 10. Can he go above double figures? One more for the lead. Once you fatigue those triceps, they're not exactly big muscles, they go. Very impressive, though, from Charlet. His recovery has obviously gone well. That right arm there, that's the injured arm from last year. He did it at the World's Strongest Man finals in Malaysia. Big tell. 9 times a World's Strongest Man finalist. That's quite a feat. Better than anybody else in history. Hollins, who took a year out last year to do some television presenting, have a baby, as we just saw. Has he got the hunger? Yes, he has, and he's got the power. He never used to be a great presser, but someone has really done some hard work in the gym. 11 reps. I can't believe it. That's got to be the first time Hollins has beaten Charlet overhead. Tremendous from such a tall man as well. Long arms do not help, but he powered that up. Look at determination on his face.
Terry Hollins with a fabulous start.
Just one man to come.
Britain's Strongest Man, the Beast!
Here he is, the returning champion, 2 times champion, looking for his 3rd title. Is he nervous? I wonder. No is the answer. Blowing kisses to our camera. 11 reps to beat now. This is a great event for Hall normally. He's Terry Holland said earlier, he's probably got the strongest shoulders in the world, and is this a joke weight? I can't believe it. 10 reps, 11, he could do this all day. That's ludicrous. 12 reps, he's won. 12, he says to Dave Warner, the referee, in a nonchalant way. I could do another 12 if you like. Look at this. 12, yeah, okay, I'll put it down. That is outrageous.
Eddie, I thought you were going to use your legs, and there you are just popping it up. That was the quickest reps we've seen. How did it feel?
Felt good, felt easy, very light.
No kidding. So what do you think the other guys are thinking right about now?
I don't know. Well, yeah, it's first event, you know, there's lots more to come. So let's just hope it keeps on a roll and keep winning.
You look unbelievable. Keep it up.
Thanks, guys.
3 times world's strongest man, Bill Kazmaier there. Giving Eddie some heavy flattering, and he deserves it. Hall, a comfortable win. Not by reps, but just by sheer ease of how he did them. Holland second, Charlet third, Sadler in fourth in his return competition after 3 years out. Time now for some fan deadlifting. Welcome back to the Doncaster Dome. We're one event into this Giants Live World's Strongest Man qualifier. Beast Eddie Hall is in the lead. So our second event is the van deadlift. Yes, you have to pick up the back of a van. You are allowed to strap your hands to it, stand up with it as many times as possible in a minute. As easy as that. It actually weighs about 375 kilograms in the hand. What was that? About 800 pounds plus. So this is going to be very, very difficult. Much, much heavier than last year. Mark Felix won this event last year. Now, Lawrence, you were one of the best in the world. At one point, you had the world record in deadlift. Does it translate to repetitions?
Yeah, you know, if you've got a big deadlift, then you can do some reps with them as well. Yeah, like you said, I was one of the best deadlifters. It's just me, a kind of 440 lifter now. It's nothing. But hopefully I'll do all right on this event. I prefer it when it's just for one rep. You know, I'm a lazy guy. I like to do one rep. These are the kind of events you've got to really dig deep. It's gonna hurt.
Long arms helps, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's not give him too much of an advantage.
He can pull his socks up without bending over, Mark. Only kidding. Now, Mark is a legend when it comes to repetition work. Mark won this last year. You beat Big Eddie. It's been jacked up about 40 kilos, though. How are you going to handle this?
You know, I'm feeling great this year. Hopefully I could top it this year, so I'm looking forward to it.
We all love Mark Felix. Do we love Mark Felix? He's my hero. He's nearly 50 years old. He could be my dad. Let's see how he gets on. He's such a gentle giant, Felix. A great man. Felt Bishop. What a bang that was. 17 reps. That could be a winner. He was the first pair with Frampton who did 13. Veteran putting in a solid performance. Johnny Kelly, the Irishman, knocked out 12. He certainly has what it takes to be in the international leagues. But I'm afraid Gonzalez of Cuba did a big 0. Mark Jeans, 11 reps for the Welshman. Join the action with Mark Felix, the Blackburn-based former Grenadian strongman who didn't come to strongman until his early to mid-30s. Luke Stoltman. He works on oil rigs, on and off, 2-3 weeks here, 2-3 weeks off. Must be hard for the Scotsman to train, though. Deadlift is something you can train quite easily with just some weights. And Felix is the king of deadlift for reps. But even he is going to have some trouble hunting down 17 by Bishop. That is an extraordinary amount of reps. The former rugby player is so fit, and he's really upped his game in the deadlift. He's pulled over 400 kilograms. I was about to say pounds. That used to be a good deadlift maybe 30 years ago. 13 reps. Now 14 reps. He's still 3 away from Bishop. Oh, there's plenty of time to do it. Stoltman, he's stuck on 3. It's rooted to the ground for the Scotsman. I don't suppose he's even going to attempt another. Just sit back and watch the show. Felix to equal Bishop. The time came and went. Felix does not win a car deadlift for reps. That's the headline news. He's just checking with the reps if he had any taken off there. I don't think he did. You're not allowed to bounce with the suspension. That's one of the rules.
It was just all he was saying was watch the bounce.
One of that, just confirming. Referee was saying just watch the bounce. It is an old cheat from days gone by. People would bounce it, drop it hard, and then try and catch it again. Sadler on the right, up against Lawrence Charlet, 2 times Britain's strongest man. Back in 2012 and 13. Sadler's never won the British title, but it's great to see him back. He's opened a gym, he's had babies, just so many things he's got on with, and I didn't think he'd do such a good comeback, but the Viking press shows he's on form. Charlet's on 10. Now, he is more of a max weight kind of guy. Reps really is who can take the lactic acid, who's got the fitness. Sadler, his back bent there. Ouch, but he gets 10. Charlet grinds out another one, 14. I don't think he's good enough to beat Bishop, 17. Even match Felix's 16 either, or am I wrong? Sadler pulls out a surprise 2 more. That's impressive, and it gets him ahead of Jeans. Equal with Kelly. Charlet's 15, that puts him into 3rd position at the moment. He's behind Bishop and Felix. Sadler digs in deep. He's such a gutsy performer. Charlet, well, he may well be a little disappointed with that. Let's see what the Beast can do. He is the world record holder in maximum deadlift. Terry Hollands on the left. Now, Terry once had the world record for maximum deadlift. Neither man likes doing repetitions. Hollands, adjustment of the feet. You have to push your feet a little bit further forward in this so you can lean back, use your body weight. Now the Beast, he's right on the borderline as to whether he's bouncing. Yeah, he's taking the bounce out now. Andy Bolton on the left there, behind Terry is his referee. Former great deadlifter himself, in fact a former world record holder. 17 reps to beat. Will Hall go for it? 15 hit. There's number 16. He equals Felix. He equals Bishop. Will he go for the win? Hollands matches the likes of Sadler. Actually, he goes ahead 13. Hollands is totally exhausted though on his knees. Hall for the win. Yes, that's 18. I think he knows he's done enough. Hollands 13, but the Beast is going to take 2 wins out of 2. Let's see how impressed Kaz is with that.
Eddie, are you kidding me? The question was, are you fit? We know you're ungodly strong.
Yeah, that was definitely a good test of fitness for sure, so I think I've proved that.
2 down, 4 to go. How you feeling?
I'm on a roll.
We can see that.
What's so impressive about that is he can knock reps out as well as do the maximum stuff. Best in the world at maximum deadlift too. Hall, 1 ahead of Bishop. That was perhaps the most impressive result of all. Now, Hall, 22 points, maximum 2 wins out of 2. Holland, Charlet, Bishop, all equal 2nd. Felix down in 5th. But 4 events still to come. Time for some car walking. Well, it's not exactly in showroom condition, but yes, this is a car. And yes, our athletes must get inside it and lift it up and then Fred Flintstone style run 20 meters down the course. And I say run because they really do. It's 1,000 pounds, 460 kilograms, and our world record holder, Terry Hollands. Terry, what have you done it in?
I did the run in 12.06 seconds. That's currently the best so far.
So that is, the whistle goes, you have to pick up and run it in 12 seconds. What do you think is doable today?
I mean, after doing the deadlift, it might slow the times down a little bit, but I said in training when we did it, I'd do it in about 10, 11 seconds, so I'm hoping for that on the day.
That's just ridiculous. All right, I love this event. Let's get it started. The car walk. What's not to love about car walking? Highland Oak, Luke Stoltman, just under 35 seconds. Gonzalez could not finish the course, though, the Cuban. Mark Jeans, the Welshman, great time in under 18 seconds. Frampton, just over 22 seconds. Sadler, 21. Bishop, though, he has the lead. 15.5 seconds. So Bishop 3 seconds off of Holland's world record in the car walk.
Athlete, you ready?
Johnny Kelly up next. Now, does he have the core power for something like this? He's only just over 120 kilos. He's not a massive monster, a dinosaur like Terry Hollands, whose skeletal structure can handle this kind of enormous weight. But he's off. He didn't get out of first gear, though, and every time you go down, it makes it so much harder. That pickup is a killer. 33, 34 seconds. They're ticking away. 60 seconds to finish it. And look at determination. Not enough, though, to get it over the line. He's not that far short. Perhaps 5 meters to go for Kelly. Come on, Jonathan. 1 foot to the other. 1,000 pounds through just one leg. Think about it. It is knee popping, ankle snapping, painful. So 15.5 meters is his distance. He comes up short of the finish. Next up then, Mark Felix. A contender here for the world record. Keep your eyes on the clock. He has a great start. He's such an athlete, Felix. He might be 49 years old, but he's charging towards the line. No stumbles yet. Watch, 12 seconds. My goodness, it's close. 12.4. No. It was about 3.5 tenths slower than Holland's world record, but it was close. As close as you get.
Real focused look.
And it may well be the winner. Now, the Beast looking a little more nervous than normal. He is worried about this event. It's the banana skin, if you like. He could fumble, drop it, lose a lot of points here. But no, good pickup so far. He's holding on to that car tight. He just about fills up the front seat area himself as he comes towards the finish. It's, I think, just ahead of Bishop. Yes, it is. Not quite as quick as Felix, but he'll take that. 14.15 seconds for the Beast. So much static power. It has taken a little off of his speed at times and his fitness. That was good. Big Terry Hollands, 30 stones in body weight, 180 plus kilos. He used to play professional rugby himself.
On my whistle.
And look at this, he's going through the gears towards 5th gear, towards his own world record. Just over 12 seconds is what he's got to try and beat. No, he came up short, I think. Couldn't quite see from that angle. When did the nose cross the line? 12.45. So he is a fraction slower than what Felix did. Well, just one man to follow. That'll be Charlet, as Terry has come up short. And Charlet has had a humbling experience recently, losing his British titles and all the injuries. He nearly retired last year, but couldn't resist one more go.
You know, it's such a hard sport. All the athletes, you know, we respect each other. We put each other through a lot of punishment, as you well know. So, you know, to do it, you've got to love it. You know, we're all big, strong guys, but when you're competing, it's having that kind of, if you like, for a cheesy quote, the eye of the tiger, the edge against your opposition, and it is mental. You know, you need to be willing to push yourself that little bit harder than the next man. You've got to be willing to go to hell and back, because it's not an easy sport. It's difficult, and that's, you know, where that heart and determination come in.
There's a look of determination.
There is a look of determination.
If I was that car, I'd be shaking.
Ha ha! Bill Casbar firing up Charlet. Well, it may well be shaking with Charlet's horsepower. Just under 12 and a half seconds for the win. And just under 12 seconds if he wants to break the world record, which he might just do. He definitely stopped the clock before 12. But we must wait for the official time. He loves it. The MC loves it. The crowd loves it. What's the time?
Find out exactly what we are working with, Dave Warner.
Dave Warner, the referee.
Just looking in front of 11.92.
11.92. He's done it. A world record for Charlet. Do you think he's happy? By half a second then, over Felix. Holland's in third. Eddie Hall. He'll be happy with fourth, ahead of Bishop. Well, let's hear from the new world record holder. Kaz?
Laz, a blistering time. Tell me, are you back?
I hope you can see I'm back. I've been a bit unlucky with some injuries, but I know on some of the events I'm pretty much the best in the world. I can beat anyone at this type of event, and a lot of people haven't been talking about me, so I've got to prove I'm still worthy of this level.
I think a lot of people thought you were gone and written off. All of a sudden you came back. Your body's incredible. You've changed your whole life. You're on your way to the strongest man in the world competition.
3 more events to go today, one step at a time.
Best of luck. Great performance.
Thanks.
Eddie Hall's run of wins may have stopped, but he's still on top, though now by only 2.5 points. And then Holland's in a good slot in third, just 2 points back from Charlet. 3 events still to come. Our next event is going to be torture for the shoulders. It's the Thor's hammer. You have to hold this 30-kilogram hammer out at right angles to the body. Lift it out, please, Luke. And 66 pounds, about the weight of an 8-9-year-old boy. And you have to hold it there for as long as possible. Now, what are the little cheats people might do here, Luke?
Well, I wouldn't cheat, but I know a couple of guys who might rotate the hammer back, rest it on the forearms, maybe a bit of a bend in the elbows. The tricks of the trade, I guess, but me being an honest Scotsman, I would never do that.
And of course, something we watch out for, the back must be against this pole here, and indeed, the buttocks must stay tight against it because you can lean back and cheat. All right, good luck, Luke. Let's hear for Luke Stoltman. The ladies' choice. Thank you. The self-styled ladies' choice. Well, he'll be going in a pair of 2. Mark Jeans up first. Not a very good time, just over 10 seconds. Bishop held on for 34.6. Mind over matter. Gonzalez took control. 36 seconds, a great time, and it leads. For our first pair, we join the action with Jonathan Kelly of Northern Ireland, the All-Irish Strongman champion, up against the Highland Oak himself, who gave us some instructions earlier, in particular, what cheats to watch out for. Now, curling the wrists in. In fact, any little trick to get the weight closer to your body is a biomechanical advantage. Warner, you can see his head bobbing backwards and forwards. Dave Beattie, another champion from the past, refereeing this event. Andy Bolton on the left as well. Everyone's got an eye. 33, 34 seconds. This is really good stuff. Kelly goes down first. 35.5. Not as good as the Cuban, but the Scotsman hangs on. 39.92. Kiss for the ladies, no doubt. Wow, rock solid. Oak solid even for the Highland Oak. He's in the lead. As Rob Frampton on the far side. Titchfield down near Portsmouth. Up against dazzling Darren Sadler. A phenomenal competitor, especially for his size. Well, he's hardly a pocket rocket, but that's the nickname. He's nearly 20 stone, 125 kilos and 5'10", but for strongman, that's small. My goodness. The Tiger, Charlet called it earlier. A big heart is what I'd say. And truly outrageous pound-for-pound strength. He really can match the biggest of boys. Frampton's hanging on tight, though. He's starting to bring the elbows in. That's one of the cheats. He gets told off by Bolton, and it goes down at 35. Did Sadler eclipse 39? That's the question. No, 38-29. So he slots into second. 39.92 by Stoltman. Still stands as our leading time then. You can see Frampton, his eyes shifting to the right there, wondering whether the referee would call him as those elbows started to bend. Eddie Hall won this event last year. Terry Hollands. Well, he's got quite the wingspan at 6'6", 2 meters tall. Not great for this kind of event, it has to be said. Well, there's Eddie on the right there. He's about 1 meter 90, just under 6'3". And he's so thick in the chest that he can almost rest those massive arms on it. Well, as Hollands, that weight sits a long way out from the body. 25 seconds, comes and goes. I think it was about 56 to 57 seconds that Eddie Hall did last year. And Hollands goes at 32. That's before a whole clump of men. That's not good. He'll lose 4 or 5 points, maybe more. If he'd have just held on for a few more seconds, well, certainly Hall has got the lead. Charlie and Felix still to come, 50-51. Could he do the minute? It's starting to go down now. It's past the 90 degrees. And Bulldog Dave Beattie, the referee, sent him down at 56. That's still 17, better than anybody else so far. Make pain your friend. Take yourself to a happy place. I've heard them all before, but whatever it is, you've got to be able to endure agony. Lawrence Charley, the Swindon man, against Blackburn, Lancashire's own Mark Felix. And we're underway. Felix is holding that hammer pretty high, tilting it backwards a little bit as well, trying to get the weight onto his wrist. That's flirting around the rules, to say the least. 15 seconds, come and go. He's had a word from Dave Warner. Look, he just jerked his elbow straight. Warner wasn't happy. But Felix, what makes him a great deadlifter, partly, is those super long arms. Terrible for this kind of event. 35-36, this is really good stuff here. Felix is starting to raise it higher. Charley, he isn't budging. This is remarkable from both. There goes Charley, 47, just under. That's good enough for second at the moment, which will become third as Felix finishes off there. I don't think he reached that 56, no, of Eddie Hall. So second for Mark Felix, Charley in third. Quite a spread of abilities. But this man, like Eddie Hall, so determined and nearly 50 years old.
Mark, second place. Long arms. How did you overcome that weight?
You know, it's just plenty practice. You know, I practice like twice a week. So I was looking forward to this event. It's a good event for me.
You did fantastic. Laz, third in that. Long arms, you got some deltoids there, but they have to be fatigued after the press.
Oh yeah, obviously, you know, every event fatigues you. People forget that sometimes watching. We get tired and tired as the day goes on. I'm pretty happy that I didn't even train it, so third place, I'll take it.
Are you looking forward to Conan's?
Yeah, Conan's is another tough event. I've kind of, you know, set myself some goals this week. Wanted to come back and prove I'm one of the best. I've been top 4 in every event so far, and that's my goal. Every event, top 4, consistency.
Well, you're impressing me. Keep it up.
Thank you.
So there's our results for the forward hold. Eddie Hall wins again, as he did last year. Felix in second, Charley third. Look at Sadler there in fifth, and Gonzalez, the Cuban, he'll be happy to get that good result. Hall overall on top by 4.5 points. Felix just behind Charley. Hollands, Bishop, Sadler, a cluster of men who aren't so far behind either. Well, if you thought that looked painful, wait for this. 2 events to go. The next one, the Conan's Circle. You have to pick this enormous pole up. That's not the heavy bit. It's that massive quad bike that you have to lift. It's about 200 kilograms. And then you have to run it round for as many revolutions as possible. Bill, just how hard is this?
It's going to be so tough. I mean, your feet are going to be sending messages all the way up through your legs into your body to get to your mind that says, set it down. I'm hurting. You're breaking. I'm twisting an ankle. My knees are about to shatter. My hips are going to come out of socket. Need I say more? It's just going to hurt. And your body's going to want to set it down, but your mind has to prevail and overcome.
All right. Prevail and overcome. Painful sounding stuff from Kazmaier. Hollins does over one turn, 390 degrees, 325 for Frampton. Go just under one revolution. Kelly went down almost straight away, 62 degrees for him, 325 for Jeans. But Gonzalez had the same problem as Kelly, just 1 degree less though. But Stoltman, wow, round and round, 761 leads. So we join our action with a very fit athlete, Adam Bishop, the former professional rugby player, was a winger, believe it or not. Played at about 110 kilograms, now about 130, 35 kilos, and still extremely fast. Look at the quick feet. He's wanting to get this task done as quick as possible before the lactic acid starts to burn in his legs and turn them to jelly. 1.5 revolutions. This is good. 720 for 2 turns. A little past that. If he wants to take out Stoltman, he smiles to the crowd. And that was tremendous. Showboating a little as well. And now he looks a little choked up, but so fit throughout. Puffing and puffing, but at least getting the air in. You've got a big power belly like some of the guys do. You just can't breathe with all that weight crushing down on your diaphragm. Now, dazzling Darren Sadler. 4 times world's strongest man competitor. Actually won the very first under 105 kilogram world championships. Dieted down for that. The MC joked earlier he'd seen more fat on a tooth when he stripped his shirt off. He is in absolutely tremendous condition. Well, there's 1.5. He could be the man to take this to Bishop. When he was competing, he was never beaten at this event, and he may still hold on to that unbeaten record. Just ahead of Bishop. I think he's done it. Yes, he has. 8:35 for Sadler, the Yorkshireman. Look at his face. Oxygen torn out of his body, driving himself forward with goodness knows what.
Tell the crowd, what were you thinking about picking this thing up, heading around this course? What was the thought process?
Get 2 fast turns and then pick it off slowly from there. And it works, so that's cool.
You've impressed so many people around the world with your great strength. I've been impressed from your first show as a World's Strongest Man and your whole life and all the things you're accomplishing. Are you going to keep it up and get back on the world stage? How far are you going?
I don't know, I've had a lot of health issues. As some of you know, over the last few years. And I'm stubborn. I just wanted to prove I could do it.
You're back on track. It's a miracle as far as I'm concerned. And welcome back on top.
Thank you.
Well, Bill Kazmaier, Darren Sadler, good pals. Kazmaier, the American, comes and stays with Sadler and trains at his gym for a number of months each year. Now, Lawrence Charlet, he also goes and trains at Sadler's gym. It's a bit of a mecca of strength up in North Yorkshire. Now, how many revolutions can Charlet manage? He's certainly not scared of pain. We've seen that with all the injuries he's gone through. But look, it's slipping. It's down to his hands. His fingertips almost. Just over 1, maybe 1 1/4. And Dave Warner, the referee, runs in there. He was starting to see stars. And that's what I was saying. The slimmer you are, no offense, Lawrence, the easier it is in many ways. Now, Felix, he is lean and mean at 50. Or nearly 50 years old. Off he goes. Big old steps. Sometimes that can be an error, especially near the end, as your leg can buckle easily with the weight. But right now, he's chewing up the ground here, Felix. 1 1.25 revolutions. He's got the fitness. Fitness at 50. 1.5. Oh, and suddenly, someone turned the lights out. Let's have a look at his face there. You can see he had a mark in his eyes, and maybe that's what it was. He chose what he wanted, he went for it, and beat a certain amount of people without completely destroying himself. Now, what tactics will Eddie Hall bring to this? That's the question. The Beast, he likes to win every event. And you know what? He used to be terrible at this. My theory of the big power belly, well, he flies in the face of that because he can do well at this. You saw how much air he tried to take in at the start, though. He struggles to breathe. But he's made of something special, Eddie Hall. Coming to 1.25. A number of men have gone down there towards Felix, who went down just after that. He's past Felix. That's a big mark for Eddie Hall. And his distance, his degrees, 6:20. Not quite 2 revolutions. And that means Sadler is our winner. Hall gets good points, though.
Just looking at your face, you had a smile. How much fun was that? Were you really enjoying it?
No, I wasn't enjoying that, Kaz. That was not enjoyable, I'll be honest.
Well, how much you got left? The Stones are next.
Stones is one of my best events and one of the best in the world at Stones, so let's have it.
Can't wait to see it, Beast. Nice job.
Thanks, Kaz.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Beast. Another good job by Eddie Hall, but it's Darren Sadler who gets the win on his return. Bishop in second, Stoltman third, and Hall ahead of the rest. He certainly is in prime position for going into the last event. Charlet, 6.5 points behind, which gives him a chance, albeit small, to pull something special off. Britain's 2 biggest power brokers go head-to-head in the Atlas Stones. Both double champions who'll get the Triple Crown. Welcome back to Doncaster. Giants Live, the British Open, and these 2 men head-to-head, top on points, 1 event to go. Both have 2 British crowns. We'll get the 3rd. These are the standings so far. It's Eddie Hall who leads by 6.5 points. Felix in 3rd. Top 3 go to the world's strongest man, remember. Oh, what a day we're having here, and our final event, well, the cornerstone of any good strongman event has to be the Atlas Stones to finish. 100 kilograms, 220 pounds, going up by 20 kilograms each time. And through to the 4th one, 170, all the way up to 180 kilograms, nearly 400 pounds, nearly as heavy as Terry Hollands, but maybe not quite. But it's huge, a hugely heavy thing, some 30 stones. Lawrence, it's a difficult task. And it's a task you're going to have to win and hope Eddie maybe doesn't do so well. Is it possible you could still grab that 3rd title before Eddie?
Yeah, in strongman, anything's possible, but I think, to be honest, for that to happen, something bad would have to happen to Eddie, which I don't want to happen. So, you know, I'm going to concentrate on doing my best. Got to try and fend Felix off still. You know, I can't have a 50-year-old man beating me. So. But I've had a good time, and I'm going to try my best on this.
Well, I think we all wish Lawrence Charlie the best of luck. After that injury, back in 2nd place, maybe the win. Good luck, Lawrence. Let's see how we get on. Well, the men who've gone so far, Freddie Gonzalez, 5 stones in 40 seconds. Torn bicep was a bad end. Mark Jeans, 5 in 25 for Wales. Kelly, 5 in 50 for Northern Irishman. Rob Frampton, 4 in 18 seconds. And in 5th place overall, Sadler, just 4 stones. Man behind him in 6th, Hollins, has the lifeline.
Terry Holland, a true legend of British Strength Athletics.
He is indeed a legend of British Strength Athletics, as Neil Pickup, the MC, just said. Now, at 6'6", he sure can hoik these up as quick as anybody. One movement so far with all of those. He's not readjusting on his lap. That's power for you. A little adjustment there. That's number 4. 1 to go. The Big Daddy. And what's the time? 21.89 and some back crack to boot. A little more fitness. He's a little ring rusty, Hollands, no doubt about it.
You said beforehand you just wanted to do yourself proud. Are you happy?
Yeah, reasonably happy. It was nice to finish on a good stone run. Viking press was good. Car walk was all right. Car deadlift was okay. Just the forward hold and the cones were hurting me a little bit, but I'm pretty pleased.
Well, on behalf of everybody and myself personally, it's great to see you back.
Well, importantly, he's gone ahead of Darren Sadler, who was in 5th there, in terms of how quick he was on the stones.
Here we go. Adam Bishop to finish the day in the stones.
Adam Bishop up next. He's looking to go from 4th up to 3rd. Try and beat the likes of Felix. This is brilliant. He's lightning quick here, Adam Bishop, as you'd expect from a rugby winger. The strength and conditioning coach for Harlequins. The boys will be watching and they'll be proud of that. Adam Bishop, 5 in 19. He smokes Holland's time. And that will be very hard to beat. And there is the trademark heel snap. Well done, Bish. Great job.
Here we go.
Mark Felix. Let's see if he can teach the youngsters a lesson. Wow. Just so quick between the stones as well as lifting them. What an athlete. He says he used to be 6'4", now he's about 6'3". He's shrunk a bit with old age. But look at those arms. Those mighty arms haven't shrunk. And that was tremendous. 1914. He's done, Bishop. Just. How does he do it? Ooh, slam dunks the last one. And how about that for a body at 50? Not many men at 21 look like that. Lawrence Charlet, the only man who can challenge Eddie Hall for this British title. Both men have 2 titles apiece. Charlet's definitely on the comeback road, but is he good enough to pull out all the stops here? We'd have to hope that Eddie Hall fluffed his stones. He is quick, my goodness me. Could this be sub 19 seconds? This used to be his Achilles heel. A little slow on the last stone. That's when you get your hands off. 20.75, so he falls behind Bishop and Felix, but he is happy with that. Now, unleash the beast for his 3rd British title.
Raise it up to the Blues!
And to really have dominated today. Can he win this too? He can be just stupendous at stones. Last year at the World's Strongest Man, he was 2nd behind Brian Shaw, even beat Thor Bjornsson at it, and he's looking great here. Something just clicked a couple of years ago, and he is magnificent out of it. One motion's the last stone. 17.94. Are you kidding me? Well, getting that t-shirt off is about the only thing he's found hard all day. Because he really is the ultimate package now. He could win World's Strongest Man. I believe it.
The way you did the 5th stone in one move, I've never seen that before. Tell us about it.
Well, obviously having the strongest back in the world, just put that into practice. One motion, no problem.
Well, 1st place, you almost won every event. That's got to feel great.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I came in today as serious as ever, you know. Not complacent, I came here to win, and that's exactly what I did.
Nice job, Lars.
Thank you. This guy's, absolutely awesome.
I think he is probably the one British guy right now that has a legitimate shot of winning World's Strongest Man. So if I can kind of push him and make him work a bit harder, that's good.
Oh, that's great. You're both awesome. Congratulations, Eddie Hall. The Beast.
You're awesome too, Kaz. 3 times World's Strongest Man interviewer.
Britain's Strongest Man. 3 times.
Announcing 3 times
Eddie
Britain's
Hall.
Strongest Man. Eddie Hall wins the Stones, wins in style. All 5 in 17 seconds. Extraordinary. Felix second, Bishop third, Charlet fourth. That means Felix has pipped Charlet by ½ a point. The old man gets the silver medal. Bishop just off the podium. But this day,
Beast. Eddie Hall.
it's all about the Beast. Doncaster Dome is his lair. 3 times the British Open champion and Britain's Strongest Man.